Hello students. So today our topic is about procedure and function in programming languages in Python. Here it's Python, okay? So what are the differences between procedure and a function? So on the right side, you can see a program to find average using procedure. And on the left side, you can see a program to find same average using function. So I'm going to explain these two, procedure and function program, okay? So first I'm going to explain procedure. So the main difference between procedure and function, here you can see return in function, look, return. Here return, here return. But in procedure, there is no return. That's the main difference. It doesn't return any value. Procedure doesn't return any value, but function should return a value. So here return number one, num2, num1, num2, return average, but here nothing. So here in procedure, find average using procedure. So actually here it is bottom up approach. So we need to start from bottom, this part, because these are comments, okay? So here we need to start from this. We need to input first number, enter first number. It will store inside num1, and the second number it will store in num2 variable. Then this line is procedure calling. We need to call a procedure. What's the procedure name? Cal average avg, calculate average. That is cal underscore avg is the so this is procedure name, okay? So we need to call the procedure. So here we need to write the procedure name, and here there are two arguments. So arguments also, there are some values which we can send, pass during procedure or function call. In both function and procedure, we can pass like this argument, okay? Num1 and num2 are arguments, or we can say actual parameter. So this is function definition, okay? Sorry, procedure definition. So here, procedure calling, then this is procedure definition. This is the syntax in Python. We write the procedure name and n1, n2. So these are parameters. So also we can say formal parameters. So this num1 will pass to n1. So that is num1 value is copied to n1, and num2 value is copied to n2. So variable names are different. Yeah, here num1, n1. So we can say these are actual arguments and these are formal arguments. Or we can say these are arguments, num1 and num2. These are parameters. Okay. So n1, num1 is copied to n1 and num2 is copied to n2. For example, if I input, when I input 6 and 4. So num1 is 6, num2 is 4. Okay. So 6 and 4. So 6 passed to n1, 4 passed to n2. Then it finds the average. 6 plus 4, 10 divided by 2, 5. Average 5. Then it will display the average. So this is a small procedure program. We can call a procedure or function without arguments. That's also possible. But here I pass two arguments, okay? But if we call a procedure without any arguments, then we need to input this num1 and num2 inside this definition into here, okay? Below this, we need to write, copy this here. Understand? So I will show that, okay? So file, save as. So this is type 2 program, okay? 2. Then, so I'm going to delete this because now no argument. Then just cut paste this here. Okay. So here there is no N1 and N2 because no arguments, so no parameters. So there are no actual parameter and also no formal parameters. So procedure calling without any arguments, then a definition is here, procedure definition, procedure calling is here, procedure definition is here. So two numbers, we need to input two numbers and it finds the average and it prints. So here there is no return. Okay, here there is no return. So we can check the program. 6, 4. Oh, so what's the error here? Look, N1 is, oh, that's error because here we need to use these variables. There is no N1 and N2, yeah. So num1 here num3 because here no formal parameters. So we need to give the same variable name. Okay, then we can check. 6 and 4. Yeah, 5.05, right. Then here, what about the previous program? This one, type 1. Look, here also one module. This is with parameters, yeah, the whole program. Where is this? So this, not this, wait 1 minute. Fine, it's procedure, yeah, this one. Okay, fine. This is the old program, yeah. So here arguments are there. Okay. So this program is with arguments. This is procedure, okay? Both are procedure now. This is without arguments. No arguments, look. So when we run this program, the second with arguments, procedure with arguments, okay? 10, 6 or 20, okay? 10 plus 20, 30 plus divided by 215. Yeah, right, 15.0, right? So we can see the difference. Look, here arguments, here without argument. Both are procedures, okay? Procedure calling. And here actual argument is here formal arguments or parameters. Here there are no parameters. Okay, then so we need to input values inside this procedure definition. Okay, so here it's outside here. Then we need to find the average and we display. Look, in both program there is no return. We don't want return because both are procedures. Okay. Next, functions. Function average program. So look the difference here. Return is there. So it is a function. But this output AVG, this is not a function. Why? Sorry, here it's not a function. Because this one, output AVG, this is a procedure, yeah. Why a procedure? Because no return value. Procedure calling. This is procedure calling, okay, in this program. Here, this is a procedure. Why? Because no return. Procedure definition. Okay, fine. So here we need to start from bottom. Okay, bottom up, top up program. Okay, first function calling here. So there are two function calling and one procedure calling. So two function definition and one procedure definition. So input num. So this is function calling input num. But here without any arguments. That's the difference. Okay, here in this function calling. So it comes here. input. So this is input num, that's a function name. So here we need to input two numbers, num1 and num2. These are the props. Then return. So this program, this definition, function definition, return this num1 and num2. So num1 value will store to num1 respectively here. Look, you need to assign equal to. Actually, the function calling is this here. So this function definition will return these two values here. Num1 pass to same this variable, num1 same variable, okay, num2. Yeah, num2, okay. So I can give different name, no problem. For example, number1, number2. So if we change this, we need to change here also, okay, number1, because those two numbers we need to pass as arguments to calculate the average, because these are the two numbers. We need to find the average of these two numbers. Okay, fine. So here, first number is stored to num1, second number is stored to num2. Then num1 is returned to this here, yeah, num1 and num2. So num1 will store to number1 variable, num2 will store to number2 variable. Then this is another second function call. But here arguments are there, look. But in the above function calling, no arguments, okay. So number1, these two values we need to pass as arguments to that is function name is AVG, calculate average here. So number1 and number2 are actual parameters or arguments, and here n1 comma n2 they are formal parameters or parameters, okay. So number1 pass to n1 and number2 pass to n2. Then what happened? It finds the average in n1 plus n2. So we need to put bracket. Otherwise, that result will be wrong. Why? Because we need to follow BIDMAS or BODMAS in mathematics. Yeah, because we need to add first, then only divide. So addition first. So more priority for addition, then only subtract division. Otherwise, what happens if you put n1 plus n2 divided by 2 without bracket? At first, n2 divided by 2, because normally division have more priority than addition, yeah. So it will be wrong. The answer will be wrong. So we need to put bracket here. It's very important, okay. So addition, find the sum, then divide by 2, because two numbers are there. So average, it stores in average. Then return average. It returns. So this is also a function because return. This is also a function because return is there, okay. So average will return here. And that average value, the result will store to AVG function, AVG variable. Okay, so AVG is the result. Then we need to output the result. So this is another procedure. Why procedure? It's not a function because now return. So this is used to output. So this output AVG function procedure is used to display the result. That's only okay. So we need to pass this AVG as parameter argument here. Argument. This argument will pass to this here, or we can give another name. No problem. Result. Okay. So we need to write result here. Okay. So okay, AVG is average is passed to this result variable, this formal parameter. So what's the procedure name? Output AVG underscore AVG. Then here it prints the average. So each and every function have its own duty, yeah, its purpose. For example, input num function is used to input two values, and it will return after that. Then cal underscore AVG function is used to calculate the average, and it will return the result. And the last procedure, output AVG underscore AVG is used to, what's the use of that? To display the result average. That's all, okay. So I'm going to run this program. Okay, it's okay. 60 and 40. So 100 by 250. Yeah, okay, fine. 50 is right. So this is procedure on the left side, right side's function, okay. So these are the differences. So in this program, right side, actually there is also one procedure, yeah. This is a procedure. Okay. So just compare these two programs. The main difference is in function, the function should return a value. But for a procedure, no return. Here there is no return. So this is a procedure. So here full procedure program. Yeah, only one procedure calling. This procedure definition. Okay. Thank you.